Good evening, happy Saturday. Welcome to the News English Bulletin, and we'll begin with the headlines. Some residents in Kigali City appreciate the fact that the monthly community work, commonly known as Umuganda, assists them to carry out big activities by working together. According to the University Teaching Hospital of Kigali, there is a list of 400 patients waiting for brain tumor surgery. Increasing the number of neurosurgeons is required. I'm Olive Nhete. It's a pleasure to have your company tonight. Now to the news in details. Some residents in Kigali City appreciate the fact that the monthly community work, commonly known as Umuganda, assists them to carry out big activities by working together. However, they urge local authorities to put more efforts in areas where such activities are not carried out properly. Follow the details. In various places of Kigali City, some residents, officials, and various partners work together in the monthly community work. Activities carried out mainly focused on fighting soil erosion by planting trees that protects the surface soil from erosion, and also planted fruit trees and more. Some residents of Kigali City say that the community work is very helpful in carrying out big activities that are of public interest.
The first importance of Umuganda is that it assists in the development of the country as well as our sector. The other importance is that it brings us residents together to discuss various projects that can develop our cell as well as our sector.
The country manager of the World Bank appreciates this initiative of having a monthly community work because it is among the factors that assist in the development of the country.
That this is a homegrown activity that brings the community together. And I'm actually very happy to participate in my first Umuganda. I was really happy to see how the community mobilizes around, taking care of the environment, planting trees, and at the end of it, come together and celebrate how they are taking steps. Because quite frankly, it's more a collective action to address the climate challenges. And it starts with each community doing their own part. And so this is the beauty of why this whole Umuganda in the country, a homegrown solution, a homegrown practice that's embedded in the culture of taking care of your community. And so I was pleased to participate in my first one.
During such activities, some people come without materials needed, others attend without being aware of the task to be carried out, or others even decide not to attend and spend time in other various activities, all of which provide a small outcome than expected.
The numbers of those who don't attend include those people who are sick, some others that attended weddings in various places in the country, and maybe they had to spend the night there. But those who do not attend with no valid reason, I criticize them because this day is a holiday, and it is made so that people do attend. This hinders the development of the country because if all people would attend, it can increase the outcome.
The authorities of the city of Kigali states that the activities of the community work are very essential to the development of the city. That is why everyone is urged to participate and provide his contribution. It was also noted that the city has the responsibility to prepare such activities with innovations.
It is a privilege when you work with others to contribute to the development of the country, and I urge all local authorities, especially those we work together with in the city of Kigali, to prepare such monthly activities with innovations such as bringing additional skills to learn, carrying out big activities such as what we did today, in general various innovations, and also follow up on their implementation.
The monthly Umuganda activity is carried out and attended by people in various places around the country every last week of the month, and these activities are of public interest. According to the University Teaching Hospital of Kigali, there is a list of 400 patients waiting for brain tumor surgery. Increasing the number of neurosurgeons as well as teams from abroad that carry out such activities is highlighted as a factor that can assist in reducing the long waiting list. At the University Teaching Hospital of Kigali are being taken care of after having a brain tumor surgery. They say it's been a year waiting to receive this service. It is an activity that was carried out by doctors from the University Teaching Hospital and other 12 doctors from the United Kingdom, brought by the Rwanda Legacy of Hope organization. I usually used to get headaches, but when I came to the hospital, they told me that I had a tumor. They said that they can operate on me. Our God, who is capable, assisted them and the tumor was removed. In April, additional to the headaches, my arm and leg were also paralyzed. As you may understand, this was really a burden. I used to spend sleepless nights. I usually had headaches. I lost my vision, and at some points, I would have a blurred vision. Today, this eye is not functional, but the other one functions properly. I used to hear sounds in my head, but today I feel good. Dr. Severien Muneza, a neurosurgeon who is also the head of surgery activities at the University Teaching Hospital of Kigali, points out that brain tumors occurs naturally and burdens those affected. He also notes that the number of people with this condition is increasing.
Tumors have categories. There are some that become big rapidly and may even take the life of a person in a short period of time, and other small ones that can take longer to grow but can also kill a person after a long time, and at times patients may become disabled. We focused on treating those with small tumors that may cause disabilities, some of them becoming blind or others developing hearing impairments and others paralyzed in some parts of the body. And all that develops slowly.
Currently, CHUK has a list of 400 patients in need of this surgery. According to Dr. Martin Nyundo, Chief of Medical Operations at the University Teaching Hospital of Kigali, they are currently working to address this issue.
The first challenge is the fact that we have a small number of neurosurgeons, but the plan is to raise the number, and that is ongoing, even if the number is still small. But there are trainings being provided in the University of Rwanda which are attended by specialists that operate on the brain. But because of the capacity is still small, be it in finding professors in the field or even equipment, the number of neurosurgeons that completes their degrees per year is still small. But as the number increases, it will help to reduce the number of patients on waiting lists.
The president of the Rwanda Legacy of Hope organization, Pastor Ozen Havuka, points out that they will keep supporting people with severe conditions.
We are currently seeing if we can find a way to bring neurosurgeons at least 3 times per year. We usually work with them twice a year, but we want to increase that. We spoke with everyone involved and we fixed dates for next year. This time we brought medical tools worth 35 million Rwandan francs. These tools stay in the hospital.
Operating on a patient with such a condition can take up to a whole day. Rwanda has only 7 neurosurgeons, which means 1 doctor for 2 million residents, while it should be at least 1 doctor for 100,000 residents. As we noted earlier, more than 700 members of the RPF Inkotanyi Party in Europe have met in a retreat in the German city of Cologne. The retreat is mainly focusing on equipping youths with the necessary tools to help Rwanda develop internationally while holding on the country's cultural values.
This is the reason you as young people should acknowledge the fact that wherever you go, if a person has more technology than you do, they will always have a greater say. The same applies for cultural values. That is the reason, when given such opportunities to better yourselves, you should always seek to improve so that as Rwandans you may have a greater say internationally and take your rightful place at the high table.
The retreat included several other officials, including the Secretary General of the RPF Inkotanyi Party and the Rwandan ambassadors to different countries in Europe. Similar retreats have been organized by the party in the past countries like Switzerland and France. Now moving ahead, the NGO Ubongo has urged parents to make sure that they are conversant with the use of technology so that they can assist their children when it comes to e-learning. The call is part of a broader campaign aimed at promoting literacy. We have more with Sergeant Hore.
Educative cartoons such as Ubongo Kids are one of the ways in which the organization helps children to learn, airing on Rwanda television and other media platforms. I am happy because they brought this opportunity to us, and even kids that are usually unable to watch such things have been able to do so. I am happy to have learned what I did and was able to answer all of the questions afterwards. I also need a flash disk to be able to store future episodes from different channels so that I can watch them later. I believe I have learned a lot in math and all other subjects. While it may be taken for granted that such educative programs for kids are accessible to all that need them, that is not the case. For people living in rural areas without electricity or cannot afford things like television sets and other electronics, we are working with our partners to put televisions in schools in different areas so that the children can watch their programs there. This particular initiative was also done to help kids who don't have TVs at home to be able to see this and get information on where else such programs are accessible. The episodes are also available on YouTube, and parents with flash disks and other storage devices were given downloaded versions to watch with their kids at home on computers and smart TVs and other devices, which mothers like Jacqueline Muyoboche commended, noting that the initiative is helping their children to increase their knowledge. The drive is part of a broader literacy campaign of the Soma Rwanda Coalition, of which Ubongo is a member.
On Saturday, women across Kigali City convened for the general meeting of the National Women's Council at the city level. The general meeting aimed at analyzing the achievements of the fiscal year 2022-2023 and key projects to carry out in the 2023-2024 fiscal year. Some of the projects focused on in the 2022-2023 fiscal year included raising awareness for more women in tech, where 1,000 women were provided with smartphones to carry out their business activities easily. In a variety of topics discussed on, women were urged to play a role in the well-being of their families as well as in the development of the country in general.
When we talk about gender equality and women empowerment, it's really all about our full utilization of our potential as women, full utilization of our potential as men and women. And for a long time, our potential was underutilized. So that's one of the things that this government has given us a space to speak, has given us a space to participate in leadership. They have given us space to be able to take up different roles, employment. But we are not where we used to be.
I think we need to sensitize women and families at large to understand the equitable development of the country and the role of everyone, to ensure that no one is left behind, as it is for the country's aspiration that no Rwandan is left behind.
During the meeting, the Kigali City administration emphasized on how women and men are to enhance collaboration, especially in parenting, as most of social challenges to the society result from improper parenting. In this general meeting, women across the city pledged to contribute in the preparations and safe conduct of presidential and parliamentary elections slated for 2024. On other matters, with Enterprise Urwibutso celebrating its 30th anniversary, people in Rulindo district, where the company is headquartered, have been noting that it has been benefited more than just its founder and helped entire communities to develop faster. Sina Gerard, who started the company, says his driving force over years has always been to develop and help others to do as well by working hard.
There are many things to be happy about, the first being the achievements over the last 3 decades, 4 actually when you consider the time I've spent working, and also the fact that the college we set up is also marking its 20th anniversary. My joy is shared by many Rwandans, not just me, and that is primarily why I like to help young people. The youth must be encouraged to work hard, whether as entrepreneurs or employees, which is why I also wrote a book on the issue.
Rwanda has more than 500 permanent employees and another 1,000 under temporary contracts, depending on when their services are required. Now to sports matters. The Kivu tennis tournament has just been concluded in Rubavu district, this being its 9th edition, featuring 4 professional teams. Organizers have noted that not only does the competition help to promote the game of tennis, it also boosts tourism.
The event is very important to our tourism industry, and especially because it's encouraging sport tourism. Sports tourism is one of the key things that drive our economy here in the country. So we are, in our small way, trying to push and coming together with the different tennis teams. Like this one is Nyarutarama, and we'd like more to come in. But more so is the fact that it is helping domestic tourism, moving people from Kigali, from the normal area of residence to Gisenyi for holiday come sports. So they're enjoying the experience in Gisenyi, looking at the tourism facilities we have here, boat rides, enjoying the hotel hospitality, and also having a chance to have a tournament within the hotel and using our courts to train and to mingle with the Gisenyi counterparts, which is a young club that is coming up. So we want to encourage more of this activity, because they help in improving domestic or local tourism.
And on behalf of the entire news production team that helped us prepare this for you, thank you for staying with us. See you next.